Thank you for inviting me. I'll talk about the transshipment approach today. I'm from Hiroshima in Japan. I hope for the world free from the not only nuclear weapon, but also the war. Transshipment approach is the most popular and important approach for aneurysm clipping. It is not easy to master this approach perfectly for some reasons. I will talk about anatomical knowledge that will help open the sylvian fissure widely for the safe aneurysm clipping. There are two main factors that can impede a wide opening of the sylvian fissure. First is the sylvian vein. Second is adhesion of the sylvian fissure stem. In this presentation, I will talk about the adhesion of the sylvian fissure stem. Have you ever thought about the morphological patterns of sylvian fissure? First, I will talk about the anatomy of the sylvian fissure stem. Sylvian fissure is divided into the stem and the posterior ramus by the anterior sylvian point located just inferior to the triangular part of the inferior frontal gyrus, like this. The frontal lobe component of the stem mainly consists of the posterior and lateral orbital gyrus. The temporal lobe components of the stem mainly consists of the planum polare, which corresponds to the anterior portion of the upper medial surface of the temporal lobe and the parahippocampal gyrus. From our investigation, the temporal side component of the stem have four surfaces, A, B, C, D surfaces. The pattern and each surface can be adhered with the orbital gyrus, like this. And the pattern of these adhesions determines the difficulty of dissection. In the case which all four surfaces have tight adhesion, dissection will be most difficult. On the other hand, in the case which all four surfaces have loose adhesion, dissection will be most easy. Okay. And our investigation revealed anatomical relationship between the sylvian fissure stem and the ICA and MCA. In order to expose around the MCA bifurcation, it is necessary to dissect at least surface A and B. And in order to expose from ICA to M1 proximal segments, it is necessary to dissect at least surface C and D. Okay. If you keep these anatomical relationship in your mind, you can always get good intraoperative field orientation. I will explain by a clinical case. This case is the left side. When you start to dissect the transshipment fissure from anterior sylvian point, you can find the first surface A, like this. And when you proceeded the dissection to the proximal portion, you can find the second surface of B, like this. A, B, okay? Like this. The next, when you proceed the dissection to the deep inside, you can find the third surface C, like this. A, B, C, as a like an interphemistic fissure. Here, you can find the MCA bifurcation around this, okay? And next, when you proceed the dissection to the proximal portion, you find the fourth surface D, like this, D, okay? C and D, okay? And when you proceed the dissection to the proximal portion, you find that you can find the surface D, and when you dissect the surface D, finally you can expose that from ICA to M1, like this, like this. This is the case of left-sided MCA bifurcation aneurysm. In this case, we dissected only A and B surface, only A and B. We didn't dissect surface C. However, we could expose the left M1 distal and aneurysm. But in the case of large aneurysm or short M1, we have to dissect the surface C. Next, I'll talk about the method of estimating the degree of sylvian fissures adhesion. We use a slice of coronal 3D CT image at the site corresponding to the Riemann insula on a slice of actual image. Subarachnoid space of point A demonstrates the space of surface A. Point B demonstrates the surface B. Point C demonstrates the surface C. A, B, C, surface C. In uppercase, all point A and B and C is very narrow. In this case, adhesion of the sylvian fissure stem may be very tight, and dissection will be most difficult. Middle case, point A and B and C, moderate. So in this case, not so difficult. Lower case, point A, B, C, space is very wide. In this case, adhesion of the sylvian fissure stem is loose, so dissection is very, very easy. You only have to dissect the sylvian vein, and the sylvian fissure automatically open, okay? This content has been already published. Please refer to it. These anatomical knowledge will not only help you master the transsylvian approach, but also help you instruct young neurosurgeons in the future. Thank you for your attention.